Most retailers make it pretty easy to secure that demo time as it helps move inventory off their shelves, or does it sometimes take a fair amount of, convincing and negotiating? And if so, for those ones where it's a bit more of a battle, what's the best way to get them on board to offer as much demo time as a brand can afford at least?
Yeah, that's a great question. And you're going to hate the answer because the answer is it depends. So let me just kind of paint a picture. If you start out with some independent retailers that you know, right? So they're in your hometown and you visit them regularly and you know the buyers, you have a relationship, you're much more likely to be able to get in and do demos. Now, once you start that way, what's great is you learn like what works in a good, how to do a good demo. And I strongly encourage people to do their own demos, at least at first, right? Before you then contract out to hire a demo team. That's the first thing. The second thing I'll say is it gets harder, yeah, with the larger retailers. So yeah, I mean it's usually part of your promotional program and you have to plan it well in advance to do a demo with like a Sprouts or whatever. But yeah, they're highly effective. You want to instill confidence with your buyer that you're going to pull it off because a lot goes into a demo that again goes back to earlier talking about like growing your retail footprint. You have to make sure you have product on hand, and that's not easy when it's going through KeHE. So all of that pre-planning, it's really reliant on your relationship with your buyer or your broker's relationship with your buyer to make sure that everybody is on board with your plan and everybody is going to order ahead the proper amount of inventory and that the demo is actually going to take place. And once you instill that confidence, then it makes it so much easier for the second time around. So I would say the first time around of doing demos in a national retailer is always the hardest, but it's usually in conjunction with your entire promo plan for the whole year. You don't just like wake up one day and say, you know what, I think I'm going to do some demos and just like fire off like a random email to your buyer and be like, hey, when can I come in for some demo? It's not like that, right? We need to really be thoughtful about managing our retailer relationships so that you are low maintenance and you're effective. And so obviously then it goes back to like if you're doing well as a brand, then they're going to want to see more of you. They're going to want you to invest and demos is really an investment.